If you are an empath, you learn early on that you are different. Okay. Um, and growing up, you might have heard things like, you're too sensitive, you're a crybaby, stop, being so sensitive and all this kind of stuff. So, you didn't know why you was wired this way and why you felt everything around you, but you just did. And so what you learned to do is you said, I hate being different. I don't like it. So now I'm just going to try to conform and be like everybody else so I can fit in. Okay, so the problem with this um, way of thinking is now this is kind of like a diamond just trying to be a regular rock. I mean, you're going to stand out like a sore thumb. I mean, I don't care what you do. Try to fit in if you want to. Um, and so this creates another problem because the light shines so bright that narcissists are attracted to it like a moth to flame. So why? Because you're very tender, you're sweet, you're caring. Okay. And so these qualities the narcissists crave, but at the same time, they despise because they don't have them. So there's a bit of a jealousy thing going on here. Okay. And also here, hey, do narcissists know that I'm an empath? And I would say yes and no. They don't know necessarily, hey, I'm looking for empaths, like the word, but they know the qualities that they're looking for. All right. And so it's almost like saying, did people know that Jesus was different? I kind of think they did. I think they just figured it out. So now the other problem is that takers constantly drain your healing and loving nature. See, your tendency, and this is it right here. Your tendency to put yourself in another person's shoes makes you a great candidate for narcissistic supply. Okay, and that's just a switch. It's hard for you to turn that off. You can't turn it off. You just instinctively do it. And so they say, I know that this person will take on my pain as if it's theirs. Which means there's a type of a transference, taking place. You exchange the narcissist's pain for your peace, and then you take that on. So, perfect example of this is like a special event, whether it's a holiday or something, birthday, something that you really are excited about. So you can see how this transference happens. So the narcissist will cut up so bad and make things so horrible, okay, and make that a terrible experience for you. And then once you have totally emotionally become a wreck, and you're all over the place, now all of a sudden they're just fine. They can whistle and dance and, everything's cool because now that transference has taken place. And I can hear you saying, but listen here, Doc, I don't want this gift. I don't want this light. I don't want this whatever you calling it. I don't want it because that's what makes the narcissist people attracted to me. I don't want that kind of attention. I'm good. Okay. You say, and I hate standing out like this because it's too painful. I'm good. I don't want this. And I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. But let me just offer another perspective that I would like you to consider. Scripture says this, that Jesus called himself the light of the world. And the word that I want to key on here is light. Okay. So, and I've often said that I believe Jesus, he was an empath through and through, putting himself in other people's shoes and feeling their pain, and so when we look at this, what are the properties of light? Well, one of the things that we know about light is it illuminates. Okay. It illuminates dark situations. All right. And this is one of the reasons why people are drawn to you, because your light provides hope to the hopeless. When a situation is totally dark and you see a glimmer of light, that's everything. Light is also associated with giving direction. This is another reason, people want to talk to you. They seek your wisdom. They seek your counsel, and you give them guidance. They feel so much better after they talk to you. It's another reason that they're drawn to you. The scripture talks about being a light unto my path. That means direction. Okay. Because let me tell you this, the same, flame that attracts and draws a moth also can warm a cold pair of hands. Okay. Now, here's the other requirement that you need. All right. For this, you need boundaries around your light. You got to have it. If this is going to work for you, you got to have boundaries. All right. So you need boundaries to protect your light from those who seek to dim it or snuff it out, i.e. the narcissist. Okay. See, diamonds, they're in a glass case. Say, for example, if you see this in a jewelry store, it's in a glass case. All right. So you can admire it all day long. You can look at it, do whatever you want to do. All right. But they not about to let you or nobody else put their peanut butter and jelly stained fingers all over the nice diamond. And then they come up and it's all purple and yucky. No, they're not going to do that. So what does that mean? That means you have to learn to protect your light. Don't despise it. Don't despise the gift that God has given you simply because you just haven't learned how to use it and how to protect it. But let me ask you this. Okay. Have you said that, I hate being an empath. I absolutely despise it. And you have attracted, all these narcissistic mobs. And do you just want to fit in like everybody else? You said, no, just let me be normal and regular and all this gift stuff. I don't want to. Have you said that? So if so, you know what to do. Go to my website, christopherreed.org. Schedule your free 30-minute consultation so I can tell you how coaching is going to help you put boundaries around your light. That's the only issue. You just don't have good boundaries. Also, join me every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in my closed Facebook group, The Diamond Mind, for you ladies, where we talk about all kind of stuff. Recently, we talked about, what questions do you need to ask a man? Okay. And, I said this is important because, for one, it's going to save you a lot of time knowing exactly what to ask. And then number two, knowing the answers that you need to listen for, because you can think that, you're being given something of substance and value, but it's really not. It's just a lot of fluff. So also join that if you're interested in that. Also the series, Why He Married Her Instead of You, where, I did ask these guys, just about what, 6, 7 guys? No, maybe 8 guys, ask them questions about, relationships, and just a lot of questions that women said that they wanted answers to. And, they were very candid and very open with their responses. So it's like being in the locker room. It's like being in the barbershop as a woman when you're not actually there. So if you want that, go to my website, check that out as well. So, hey, if you like the content, please make sure you subscribe, and I am out of here. All right. Peace.